a fuck what anybody else thinks about it. Let's do this. How's it going, G Freaks and Sci-Fi Fanatics? This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always keeping it raw and real, and I hope everyone's having a good weekend, a good Saturday. And it's been a while since I've done one of these types of videos, and of course I would like to welcome everybody to the Sci-Fi Sentry Steals Edition number 7, and not very many steals. Obviously it was my birthday in August, and I did splurge on myself like more than I should have, and the majority of the gifts I got for myself were not cheap. And just to start off, there were some physical media steals that I did get for pretty cheap, and I'm gonna start off with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Blu-ray set part 1, and unfortunately I got it used, but I still wanted to add it to the steals list, and it was in pretty damn good condition, and I got it for about, let's say, 14 bucks used, but the discs are in very good condition, and you're not gonna find, especially the Fullmetal Alchemist in or any one type of the versions of the series, you're not gonna find them cheap at all. If you do find them cheap used, then you know, I think I just got lucky, but honestly these are not cheap even used, but I got really lucky, and I think it was from the separate seller from Amazon, it was the last one, so I actually got it. And looking for part 2 on Blu-ray is that's just even more difficult, and hopefully I'll find it down the line, but I'm gonna have to fork out some cash for that. So moving on, this series it's an older series, but I still wanted to add it to the steals list, and it's for the animated series from the 90s, Todd McFarlane Spawn. And I got this set, and it's the full complete collection and set, and it only went for about, I think, 3 seasons, and it does have pretty good special features on it, and I got it for about 14 bucks for, you know, 3 seasons and plus special features. So yeah, it's, I mean, I consider it a steal. I mean of course, even though it's older from the 90s, you know, finding it on DVD, they're not gonna make it on Blu-ray, obviously not, and I don't think they'll go through the trouble of doing it, especially making it for Blu-ray. So that's just my opinion, but I really had to get my hands on this, and it's so far for what it showed, and just it being 3 seasons, it was worth it. And now moving on, this one I got for about 14 bucks, and I surprisingly I didn't think it was gonna be that cheap, but I had to get it, and it's for Demon Slayer, the Mugen Train arc. And man, I mean, I just recently started watching Demon Slayer this year. I did watch a few episodes maybe a few years ago, but I just, there was so much stuff going on in my life at that point that I never continued it. But man, I'm really into this. This is one of my favorite series and animes, especially that it's coming from a manga. Yeah, I really get down on this, and I had to snag it, especially for the price, and added it to the steals. And I really do enjoy Demon Slayer, and I actually copped the first part of season 1, and I got that for freaking 40 bucks, man. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, to me it's worth it. And I love anime. Anybody, all my homies, most of the subscribers I do have know that I love anime and manga and all that. So moving on, this physical media, I know it's a few years old, I mean years old, but I had to snag it. It was $9, and I know a lot of people have it, especially if they're diehard old school 90s anime fans. And it's the Mondo Steelbook edition of Ghost in the Shell. And yeah, I mean, when I saw it, I was like, I had to get it. And for the price, Sci-Fi Sentry Steel, $9. And I love, everybody who knows me knows I love this anime. It's beautiful. Everything about it, especially back in the 90s, was groundbreaking. Finally adding in the beginning of digital to animation, and I can't get enough of this. So far, that's for the physical media and anime DVD, Blu-rays. That's what I got for steals. And now to finish it off, these I know I've said it over and over that I would stop collecting or retired, and yes I did, but these were so cheap that I just had to get them. I had to. I mean, and plus I'm a huge Spawn Todd McFarlane fan, so I ended up getting two, but altogether getting them both came out to about less than $40 on Amazon. And everybody knows I'm a fucking Amazon fanboy, and I've been an Amazon fanboy since 2007. So anyways, now here is the variant figure collectible for McFarlane Toys, the Dark Redeemer. I'm sure they never did, well, Image Comics never did this version in story, but yeah, it's pretty badass, man. I had to snag it. And yeah, I mean, it's just a variant of the original Redeemer figure from McFarlane Toys. And yeah, I mean, I had to snag it, man. $17. Fuck that shit. Come on. That's a steal for me. And you know I'm gonna steal that motherfucker. And I got the original. Here's the original Redeemer. And this one, of course, is the much better, way complete, accurate to the comic, to the storyline Redeemer. And yeah, I mean, it just sucks that the box, you know, came out without the hook. I mean, because I was gonna hang it up in my display back there, because you can see I already have Violator right there, right on the bottom of my Godzilla poster. And yeah, man, I mean, I had to snag this, man. $17, not even $40 for both. So yeah, I had to get it. And I mean, they just look phenomenal, and I'm more than likely gonna leave the original Redeemer in the box, and I might display the Dark Redeemer variant. But I mean, come on, man, $40, less than $40 for both of them, and they are definitely Sci-Fi Sentry steals. And so far, G-Freaks Sci-Fi Fanatics, there you have it for my Sci-Fi Sentry Steals edition number 7. And I know it was short, but like I said, I'm barely getting back into being more active, making more content, getting in touch with more of the homies on YouTube, other content creators, badass content creators, and I'm getting my groove back, and also just keeping busy, getting all of my personal issues out of the way. I still have a shitload of appointments coming up, but I had to get this video out of the way because I've been working on it since the beginning of last week. So finally got it done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the steals, and hopefully if those sales are still on, any of the physical media that I did obtain, maybe you can still find it on Amazon. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend. This is Daniel, the Sci-Fi Sentry, always keeping it fucking raw, always keeping it fucking real. Have a good Saturday. So